Head coach Sean Miller's joined us here courtside. Coach, I know it was a happy locker room. It had to be a happy locker room. We saw a lot of smiles leaving the court, and you've talked about how hard these guys have continued to work and keep on churning and keep on plugging. A good reward for all that hard work tonight.
You know, it was, and Brian, I've been talking to you a lot over the last couple of weeks. I'd say really from once we got past the Washington week, I think we kicked it into another gear just in terms of guys really working, being together, trying to become a better team, understanding that there are some things that we have very little room for error, and we have to be the best we can be at those types of things. But our practices, no matter what we've done, guys have done a very good job. And we have a great group of guys. And the next challenge is the next 2 days leading into Stanford and really being able to leave this game and get a second win in a row. It's amazing what confidence can do when you have the opportunity to learn and win and keep working hard.
Probably the stat that stands out the most, and we talked about it quite a bit, 21 assists on 27 made field goals. Another thing you've talked about recently is ball movement. You've been pleased with the way the guys have been taking that to heart, and tonight it certainly looked like it paid off.
Especially in the second half, our passing and like quick pace off of missed shots, the ball moving, these types of zones, they're always very, very aggressive at the beginning of games. And I thought we came out, we had 11 turnovers, but 3 of them were in the first 2.5 minutes. They're scrambling, they're trapping, they're playing, but it's tough to keep playing that type of defense for 40 minutes. It's tough to do that and keep running back on defense. And as the game wore on, our ball movement and the shots we created were better for sure.
Ryan Luther had an outstanding game tonight, and nothing new for him. He's been playing really good basketball. I wanted to ask you about Devonair Dutrieve and Alex Barcelo, 2 bench players again tonight, came in playing with confidence, doing little things and big things to help the team win.
Devonair in particular, he had a big impact. I mean, the one stat that he's done consistently, and you can't take it for granted, is he rebounds. He had 2 second shots, which he always seems to do. He had 4 defensive rebounds. So, in 19 minutes, he had 6 rebounds. And if you look at the stat sheet, he led us in rebounding, I guess, 1 short of Chase. So Chase had 7, Devonair had 6 in that amount of minutes. He made a couple threes tonight, got to the foul line. And I think the statistic that really says that he plays well is 3 assists, no turnovers. For him to play 19 minutes, no turnovers, 3 assists, that's part of that ball movement and good offense that you were talking about. So
Devonair has not turned the ball over in 4 consecutive games. That's a heck of an accomplishment
especially
for a freshman.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No, especially. And, Alex continues to do things well. The thing that it's a concern is just he's a much better shooter than he's shown from 3. I look at him as one of our team's best shooters, and it hasn't clicked in yet in a game. And I think for our team, being able to get him confident and taking and making open threes and making those open threes, that's a big difference in our team. And now all of a sudden you get 2 more threes on the board. Instead of 11, you make 13. And, the final score now, instead of 76 points, you have 80 points. And obviously we're going to need those down the stretch of our season.
All right, just a quick question about Sunday's ball game. KZ Okpala did not play at Arizona State last night, but I know you'll assume that he will play on Sunday. It was an excellent win on the road. Stanford's been playing good basketball of late. Is Okpala still really – and Josh Sharma, by the way, is the Pac-12 Player of the Week. Stanford, a much improved team.
And Sharma's one of those Stanford players that's older. He's been around and he's grown and he's developed, and he's 22, 23 years old in his 5th year. And we've seen him over the last couple of years, and usually in that last year, guys, they can kick it in and do things that they haven't done previously. But Stanford's going to come in. They're just the next team we're playing, Brian. Like tonight, we talked about it. As much as it was about Cal, this game tonight was about our team, and the game on Sunday will be the same. And I just want to take a minute to thank our fans. They have no reason to show up. We lost 7 games in a row, and you walk out here and you look and you feel the love and you feel the 13,000 plus that we had. Nobody has to ever remind me that it's not like this at very many places. I would go as far as to say I don't know if there's another place that has the pageantry, that has the love for college basketball that our fans do. But I would use the word loyalty. You know, when we don't play well in a game, they don't boo you. They stand up to help us overcome those valleys that happen in a game. It's always been that way. And I know part of the reason they're showing up right now is to support us all the way to the end. And we feel that. Our players, there's no better feeling for them than to know that our crowd is with us. And we only have 2 home games left, and hopefully we'll have an even more boisterous and louder crowd and a more ready crowd on Sunday than we had tonight. Tonight was great.
Special relationship. Congratulations. See you Sunday.
Yep, thank you, Brian.
Head coach Sean Miller here courtside as the Wildcats beat the Cal Bears 76-51.